Well, hey, good morning and happy Thanksgiving. We wanted to do a devotional for the Thanksgiving season, and we, meaning Bibbers, here with me. So we're going to share a couple verses. We hope that it may bless you, encourage you, inspire you, and I'll let ladies go first. So go ahead.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. The verse I chose was Mark 1:35, and I'd like to read it for you. Before daybreak the next morning, Jesus got up and went out to an isolated place to pray. And what this means to me for being thankful is I'm really encouraged by my quiet times that I have as I age, and they're far and few in between. So when I get a chance to have those opportunities, I really like to come away and pray and be still and be quiet and reflect. So,
Very good. So that was Mark 1:35. That's the New Living Translation, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, so this verse kind of rings well with me, and this next verse I'm going to share. It's just kind of a very encouraging command. But I'm going to go ahead and read mine. Mine's in the ESV version. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. That is encouraging. It's commanding us to rejoice always, to be happy always, right? And pray without ceasing, giving thanks in all circumstances. Well, I'm going to tell you, that's not always easy, right? If we're being honest, that's not always easy. I am very thankful for a lot of things. This holiday season, I'm thankful for Bibbers here. Her family got to celebrate it. We're sitting in her kitchen right now doing this devotional. Very thankful for that. Very thankful for healthy children, roof over my head, running water, a job, my own health, transportation, my church, my pastors. So much to be thankful for. We're really blessed here in the United States. But thinking about life and how life is, because it says give thanks in all circumstances, sometimes it's not easy to be thankful, right, Bibbers?
A lot of times, even during my quiet time, sometimes I may want to grumble, but the Lord brings me back and reminds me just how grateful and blessed that I am.
I'm going to share something with you, and I'd like to get Bibbers' take on this too. I had a conversation with a brother who was part of my men's group. I'm just going to say his initials because I haven't got permission to share his name, but it's BT. So when I'm reading this, I'm thinking of this: rejoice always, pray without ceasing. It means to pray when you rise, pray when you go to sleep, pray before you eat, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. But think in all circumstances. We talked about some adversity we went through, me and this brother, and some challenges I think we all have. We've all had tough times. And what he says, I'm thankful for that because it's made me the man I am today. It's a great man. And I think of that as well. I mean, I went through, adversity, setbacks. You have that may be watching this. I know Bibbers has some, life events. But to be able to say, well, thank you. Okay, this happened, but it could have been worse. This happened, but it could have been worse. A family member in an accident. Were they injured, seriously injured? No, the car was, but thankful in our circumstances. Because sometimes, Bibbers, when you go through tough times and challenges, your story, you rejoicing always, praying without ceasing, giving thanks in all circumstances, could be an encouraging, inspiring story for someone else and lead someone else to the cross, right? Lead someone else to Jesus.
Yes. Yeah, I would say something that reminds me about this verse is taking your past and make it work for you and not against you. And I think it's really important to remember what we've been through. But I know one of my favorite passages is where it speaks about how God can cast as far as the east is from the west, but he does not allow us to cast. And there's a reason for that. And I think it's because of these things that help to define us should also encourage us in the long run because they define who we truly are.
Oh, awesome. You realize my YouTube channel here is called Purpose, Principles, Passion. Looking at this last part of this verse, this is the will of God in Christ Jesus. The will is to rejoice always. The will is to pray without ceasing. The will is to give thanks in all circumstances. His will for you, I think, is to launch each day with purpose, navigate with principles, and explore with passion. So with that being said, may you have a very, very happy, blessed, healthy, safe Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year. But we'll be back. We're going to do a Christmas devotional as well.
That's right.
So be blessed. Shalom.
Amen.